And hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new season of Brawlmachinin. This time, as you may have noticed, there's going to be no streaming, just the recorded game, and hopefully we'll be able to take the video to make the video a little bit shorter instead of 90 to 90 minutes. It's going to be just an hour or no, an hour and 5 minutes, thanks to the magic of editing. And I'm here today with Dan from the Tried and True podcast. Hey Dan.
Hey, how are you doing today? Thanks
Um,
for thanks for having me on.
Yes, well, I have always, part of the idea of the show is to showcase, so to speak, other content creators in my streams. So, but not stream, just videos. So I'm always on the lookout for War Machine content there, and you are like the new kid on the block. So I figured out I invite you here.
Yeah, that's awesome. Really, again, thanks again for having us on. I know I speak for the rest of the group that produces all the content over at Tried and True that we say, hey, thanks for the additional exposure. There's no such thing as bad publicity,
Yep.
right?
And as you have seen the contract I sent you and then you signed, there's a, a bullet pointer that says every member of a podcast gets to be invited here. So eventually, we're going to see the rest of the guys here.
Yeah, I hope so. Well, I'm holding off I'm holding up the dam right now because Paul's had his newborn baby, and I think some of the others are on vacation. So
Yeah.
I'm still glad to be here.
So, speaking of French, why don't you tell us more or less in 2 words what it's all about?
Yeah, absolutely. So, tried and true is my friend Paul's idea, and he was really upset about how after the pandemic, a lot of people stopped playing War Machine, and it was very difficult to get people back to a game store. So he had this idea to just start advertising on Facebook and just start, pulling the meta back up by its bootstraps. And after we got into this project, and I was, helping him set things up at the store, and just calling all the people that I knew from the War Machine world, and telling them, hey, we're trying to get things started and run events and things. What can we do to get some help with this? Paul thought that it would be a great idea to record this and all of our progress and success, so that way other people could use it too. So we decided to roll all that stuff up into a podcast and release it as a deep dive into how to rejuvenate your meta. So that was our flagship product or flagship content. So anyone else out there that feels like they're stuck playing War Table, go take a listen. See if there's something in there that you guys might be able to use to get some real in-person games going again. We also offer some other content that's like a deep dive onto a specific topic. Right now, we're not set up to do any weekly podcasts, and we don't really do news. But most recently, we have had some guest stars from um, the
Privateer
the
Press.
privateer press crew has actually been nice enough to join us. So we were able to get some really great interviews on things to come, and I hope everyone is able to take a listen and find something they like.
Like always, all the links to your podcast and your YouTube and all your stuff is going to be in the description box down below. So you can always pause this video and go check them out because they are really good at what they do. They even bleep curse words.
That's
And,
right.
and since I'm not going to do that, please keep it PG-13, please.
I'll do my best. I don't know if you noticed, but Paul bleeps me a lot.
Yeah. So yeah, the first time I was listening was, wow, these guys are putting like a lot of effort into this.
That's right. So one of the remarks that we got when we were getting started was that it's less about what you're talking about and more about how easy it is to listen to.
Yeah.
And so Paul's done a tremendous amount of work behind the scenes editing those podcasts. So we would definitely not be here today without his hard work, both on the front end, getting the meta going again, and on the back end of being the audio engineer for all of the content that we produce. So big shout out to Paul. He's an
Yeah.
amazing guy, and we love him.
Yes. And he's going to be here hopefully next season.
Awesome.
So shall we go into the list then?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Do you want me to go first because I won the role?
Sure thing.
All right. So today for Brawlmachine, I brought a 25-point list of Khador in the Jaws of the Wolf theme. My warcaster is Karchev the Terrible, otherwise known as Karchev1, and in his battle group, he is bringing a Juggernaut, a Destroyer, and a Rager. The rest of my army includes Kovnik Apprentice Kratikov, or Sorsha Zero. She is featuring a Devastator, one of the Clamjacks from Khador, in her battle group. And I have a Gobber Tinker Solo as my Merc option for some repair. And finally, my requisition point was spent on a unit of Kazi Eliminators, the two girls that are the acrobatic scenario strength of the Khador faction. So my thoughts on this list is that um, I have this perpetual struggle when building Khador lists, which comes down to how do I fit a clamjack in here and still get everything I want, and it's really difficult because sometimes the clamjack is just ever slightly so like a point or two more expensive than you want it to be. So I made some list concessions in building this, but I think it came out in a way that I'm happy with. Um, Karchev is a beat stick on his own, and he's practically a jack to begin with. So he's going to hit like a truck, and he is pretty sturdy. So I felt pretty comfortable leaving the war dog at home and all that good stuff. And if absolutely necessary, I can use that Gobber Tinker to repair him. So I'm happy with that too. The Juggernaut is a melee beat stick, and that thing is going to be like hopefully a late game beater that comes in and cleans up after everything else is dead. I added a destroyer for some early game firepower because the range 14 bombard on that thing can really help dig deep and get solos that might be camping flags or might be otherwise difficult to get to. And I can also have it help soften up my opponent's advanced pieces. Um, Usually I take a Rager and put it on Sorsha, but in this case I put it on Karchev. The reason I did that is because with his feat giving boosted damage rolls, this thing is a 9-point heavy with 3 initial melee attacks. His shield cannon is point blank, meaning he uses his mat stat for it, and he makes it as a melee attack. So that damage roll is going to be boosted. Um, I need that Gobber Tinker for some repair just in case we get banged up early. And Sorsha's in the list because that bumps up my potential threat ranges to 13 inches on my heavies with a potential road to war trigger, and which is Karchev's upkeep. It's like the War Machine version of Warpath. So the idea of the list is to build a sturdy brick of jacks, trundle up the field, and like uncoil like a snake and take some important pieces away from the opponent on a feat turn.
Great. Was a very comprehensive and detailed explanation. As for myself, I'm playing Darius1, so this is going to be like a metal game. I mean, this is going probably to be the worst War Machine brawl game ever because we are playing like a lot of jacks in both sides. And I took this list and the strategy directly from Mr. Malorian's last episode of Roller Riot, so I wanted to play that. So I'm not going to go too deep into explanation. I'm actually going to link that podcast in the description below. So if you want like a really detail, and actually it's like a 40-minute podcast, so it doesn't get more detail than that about the
Yeah.
list. But the basic idea is that with Darius Fist, I can repair. Darius himself can repair. Arlan Strangeways can repair, and the Helpless can repair. So the idea is to keep my jacks alive for as long as possible. And to do that, I have a couple of tricks like the Centurion is very hard, and Darius has a spell that gives it +2 armor, so it's going to be even more difficult to kill. And with Polarity Shield, you can't charge me, which is important because you have a spell that gives you counter charge into a whole battle group, so I can
Yeah.
just basically ignore that. The
Well, at least on
defend,
that guy.
yeah, yes, but it's usual to it's useful to not be charged, and well, in this case, it's doubly useful. The defender is similar to your devastator. Is going to be a long racing gun that's going to allow me to do either some damage to some of your jacks, or in this case, try to hunt some solos. And yes, and Thunderhead again hits really hard and can clear infantry with the balls, and also has a gun. So yes, the idea is I mean, you're all aggression, I'm all defense. So let's see how
Well,
this
they
goes.
tell me War Machine favors the aggressor, so let's find out.
Yep. So with that, let's go over to deployment. And like you said, you are going to go first, so you can go over to deployment first now.
Sure thing. All right, so I deployed on the top of the screen here. I set up Karchev to be mostly in the center of the board because I want to leverage his 12-inch control range as much as possible. And I deployed Sorsh's Clamjack on the right flank up top. My idea with that is to try and put it in a position to use the Jaws of Wolf theme Pathfinder to run through this pond, and then head down towards my opponent's flag. I thought this thing can mostly run without much fuel from Sorsha, so even if it ends up getting out of her control range, I'm not going to be terribly fussed about that. So if I need to extend that thing really far to the opponent's flag, I can do that here. On the left side of the group, we've got the Destroyer deployed centrally near Karchev, followed by the Rager, then the Juggernaut, and on the outside flank, I put the Gobber Tinker. Oops, I accidentally moved that.
Okay,
There we go.
Pin that forest.
Let's pin that forest. Yeah, that's the Jaws of the Wolf forest that I get with my theme. So
it doesn't move because we're not playing with elf in fantasy, so let's keep it there.
Yeah. So my idea with that was to help contribute to the line of sight blocking terrain in the center of the board. And there's a little bit of a space that I can move through it between the objective and the other forests. So, if something without Pathfinder, like Sorsha or one of the Eliminators wants to go and contribute to the fight in the middle, I might be able to use that lane to try and, get in there.
Okay.
So let's see. The Rager is a shield guard, and I wanted that near the flag in case I put that the Gobber Tinker on the flag and try to control it. The Rager can soak up a shot from something downfield if needed. And the Juggernaut's going to be around this side to try and do battle in that open area between the two forests in the middle of the board.
As for myself, again, I put Darius in the middle because I want him to have options to control his jacks all over in the table, especially on fifth turn. The defender is basically there to either shoot the flag or shoot the objective as the game progresses, and whatever thing comes his way, if both are not an option. Thunderhead is under extreme. He can either move diagonally to the flag or the objective and shoot a little bit, or stay in the space between the house and the forest and intercept wherever that comes towards my flag. And the Centurion is going to be the centerpiece, literally. It's going to move on the center and try to be a roadblock and hit stuff. And then have the mechanics on the second row because they're going to try to keep up with the jacks and try to repair them. And if I don't need them for that, it's just going to hang out here in the back of the zone and contest. There'll be a nuisance to be removed. And Arlan is there, is going to contribute to the fight and repairs, and he can run towards the flag later in the game. And these two half flags over here on the right are going to be my main flag holders. Hopefully, since I have the building here, I can protect them from the shooting a little bit. Okay, with that out of the way, let's move into the game itself. Since we are in the opposite sides of the continent, we can shake hands, so the custom is to shake each other's casters. So I'm going to
okay.
Karchev on the shake
You
here.
gotta find Darius here. Darius. There we go.
Okay.
Put him back.
Yeah, cancel movement. With that, done. Good luck to you. I hope you have
You
fun.
too.
And
Good
whenever
luck.
you're ready, just hit the play button and start the game.
All right, here we go, man. Let's go. Oh, it's on your time. Oh no. Okay, there we go. All right. So Karchev starts with 6 focus. I think I need to put I'm not going to do any other allocation, so he's going to hold on to that. The Devastator gets a focus from Sorsha, and everyone else powers up. I think I'm doing this right. I think I have to go to the side panel and add that focus there. So.
You can do it either way, as long as everyone gets one focus.
Oh, is there like a keyboard shortcut for it?
No, but you can just click each jack and add the focus with the plus sign.
Oh, plus sign. Okay, cool.
Yep.
I'll keep that in mind. All right, so she's got 4. She's going to keep all of that. All right, first things first, I need to get that destroyer in place. So it's going to run. It can run 8 inches. I'm going to put it right there. Does that look okay to you?
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, if it were for me,
it's an 8-inch move.
Yes, but I mean, if it were for me, just run Karchev forward, turn 890 degrees, and leave all the focus out. I mean,
yeah, right. Yeah, I'll dump all of it. Hold on. Let me turn around for you. All right, the Devastator is just going to run. So it's going to run 8 inches. I head down towards that flag. And we'll have the Eliminators run. They're going to run off to the side to hopefully get an angle on your flag. And they have a movement of 14 inches if they run. So we're going to go 10 to there, and then 14 to there. And this one's going to go 7 and 2, 14 to there. There we go.
okay. I know it's not relevant right now. What's their command?
I believe it's 7 or 8.
Okay.
It's 7, and they're about 7 inches apart.
Yep.
All right, easy stuff first. We'll get that Gobber Tinker running up here. He's got speed 6, so he'll run 12 inches. 7. What's the threat range on your defender if it walks?
So the defender moves 5 and shoots 14, so 19 total.
19 total. That's the magic number.
21 if I used the crane on him.
All right, so I'll stay. We'll stay like right there. I don't want to get him too aggressive. And then we're going to move the Juggernaut. This is going to run 8 inches as well. That should be good for now. Clear up some line of sight there. And we'll run the Rager as well. So this guy's going to head here. Finally, I'm going to have Karchev activate. Karchev is going to spend 3. I think I had to hit the minus button for that. How many?
No, I mean, you can click the model and then you have a focus stat and hit the plus or minus sign.
Got it. Okay, yeah. So I'm a little clunky with the war table interface, so.
Don't worry. Actually, the minus sign on a shack is used to do damage to them, so you can choose the damage on the column, and it's going to do all the calculations automatically.
Nice. Okay.
So you don't have to.
I see. Okay.
To manually click each column.
So he spends 3 focus. He's going to cast. Oops, I keep moving him accidentally. He's going to cast Road to War. Add effect. Right. That is the spell that allows something to move if I kill something, and that the thing that did the killing is in Karchev's control range. Let's see.
Which is 12 inches.
Oh, and at the start of his turn, he's going to spend a focus to gain +2 speed, or sorry, +2 movement and Pathfinder for this activation. So he's down on 2 focus right now. Okay. That gives him speed 6, or no, actually, speed 4, movement 2.
Yeah. So it's going to run 10, not 12.
Yeah, I can't run though because. Okay. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is actually have him do a trample power attack.
Okay.
Because he has some warjack rules. And I'm just going to trample him along that line over to there. So 6 and 3 is 9. Then I think everyone's in control. Okay, good. And then Sorsha 0 is going to cast Fog of War for 3. It's always just good practice to get it out.
Yeah, all your checks are
And then,
with defense 12.
yeah, and then she is going to move up 6 inches to that position there.
Actually, she's focus 4, so she's control 8, right?
Yes, correct. So I think the jacks are in, but the gobbler tinker's out.
Actually, I just drew a.
Oh, I see a little circle. Awesome.
Yeah, so it's
All
easier.
right,
And
I
it's
think that's all
gray
my
because
stuff.
it's a fog.
Yeah, nice. So that's going to be the end of my turn. Do you want me to pause it or click or what?
Yeah, I'm just going to pause and move to me. I'm going to hit play. So the idea for my turn is going to be simple. I'm going to run up everything. I'm going to have the centurion be moved by the crane, so he can move 2 and then run 8 and be here in the middle, like blowing raspberries to all your attacks, because you won't be able to charge me. And yes, and I can't shoot anything with the defender, so I'm just going to run and be in position to shoot next turn. And the same with Thunderhead. And Darius, I think he's just going to move here behind the wall on the objective. So in case you want to shoot him, you are not going to have like a good time doing that. And then if you want to charge him, you can, but I'm going to have +2 defense because of wall and the objective. You're not going to have a good line of sight to actually do that. A good line of landing, I mean. So yeah, let's start with powering up everything. I'm going to put 1 extra focus on the defender in the centurion. And I don't think I need extra focus because no, I don't need focus anywhere else. So let's start activating Darius himself. So let's start by using the crane on the centurion. So the centurion is going to be placed 2 inches. And I'm going to cast 45 on the centurion. So that's going to give me +2 armor. And it can be knocked down or pushed or slammed. So that's going to be really useful. And then the centurion is going to polarity shield. Sorry, and have to and there is activation. And I'm going to cast refuge on Thunderhead. So that's 2 less focus. I'm going to be left on 1. So this refuge. And Darius is going to move 5 inches. Actually, I'm going to charge the Juggernaut because I see him. And oh no, I'm going to be stuck here on this wall. So
I bet he hates being behind that wall.
Yeah. That's going to be the next activation. Then yes, I'm going to run. I'm going to do polarity shield and run over there with the centurion. So let's add polarity shield. The defender is going to also run some 10 inches over here. Oh, that's going to be less than 10. 12. No, I don't have Pathfinder, so I don't want to be bothered by that forest. I just said your maximum threat range was 14, right, with your checks?
13. That's including a boundless charge and if I kill something for a road to war trigger. Naturally, they threat 8 by themselves, 10 inches with just boundless charge.
So go to safe. Okay, thank you. And then Thunderhead is going to run over here. It's also speed 5, I believe. Yes. And then this half jack is going to run over here. This other half jack is going to run over here. This cual is going to run over here. This other half jack is going to run the move 6, right?
Actually, I don't know. I haven't seen Darius in years.
Yeah. Actually, it's my first time playing him, so.
Oh, awesome.
And one of the good things about Wordtable is I don't even own the model in real life, but thanks to Wordtable, I can play with it.
But you can still have fun with it.
Yeah.
That's right. The joys of modern technology.
Yeah. So, and if I don't want my mechanics tied to your bombard over there, so I'm not going to leave them base to base. I'm going to try to space them out. But they're going to basically come all the way over here and be ready to repair whatever goes down there. So yeah, that's going to be my turn. Oh, sorry, I'm going to pause.
All right,
now
over to me.
Number 2.
Okay, tell me when you're ready.
Yep, when you're ready, just hit play and
hit play. All right, Karchev goes back up to 6 focus. Everything powers up here. Checking all their focus stats, so that's good. I actually forgot to peel off the focus on some of them. Sorry about that.
No problem. I mean,
so source goes back up.
Yep.
Source will not allocate anything. Let's see here. 6. Getting too close for comfort. All right, so what's the Centurion's armor up to?
Right now is 21. Sorry,
it's a big number. I don't like that.
Sorry. 21 base with the 19 base, 21 with the shield, 23 with 45.
Oh my god, that's a big number.
Yes.
Ugh. All right. So Karchev's going to allocate 1. We're going to put it on this destroyer, so that has 2 focus. Karchev's going to pay 1 to upkeep Road to War. No one else needs any focus at this time. Let me check something here. I think you can like copy a miniature, right?
Yep.
Use it as like a proxy.
Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V, and then yes.
Perfect. Whoops. All right, let's do. What happens if I move 3, 5, 6 ish? Nope. Here. 5, 6. Nope, that still doesn't work. Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay, and what are your threat ranges like for your warjacks?
It's 9 on the Centurion, and 10 in both the Defender and Thunderhead. And then if I can crane something, that's an additional 2. And to crane something, I have to be within
2 inches, 3 inches?
2 inches, yes. And it's a 2-inch place.
Got it.
And if I'm knocked down, I get back up.
Yeah, that's such a good ability.
Yep.
Kind of want to buy one of those steelhead iron heads that has that ability. All right, so 10. So 11 for the defender, right? And 13 for if you crane the defender.
Now the defender speed 5, that's 8, 9, 11. 11 for the defender. It's actually...
Oh, that's grand total. Okay.
Yes, 11 for everything because the Centurion has speed 4, but has reach, so it evens out, and it's 11 for everything.
Okay. Do you have access to Pathfinder?
No.
Okay. So I feel
So,
relatively good about getting a Gobber Tinker to this flag. So he would be like on it there. Oops. And to get to me, I feel like your boy would have to charge pretty far through that forest. So we could put him like there. So that's 10 inches away, and I think there's no way you can get to me through that forest. So I feel pretty good about
I
that.
can shoot him with Defender, but no, I can't charge him.
Yeah, you can shoot him with the Defender. It's got Rat 6. You can boost it. You can aim probably because it's about a 10-inch gun.
The 14
No,
inch gun.
14-inch gun. Yeah,
Yeah.
what am I saying? Jesus. Yeah, okay. Hey, that's what we brought shield guards for, right?
Yep.
So
And
I
actually,
think,
remember the overthinker has cover all the time
yeah, that's it. It's very helpful.
because
It
he
makes it harder to
hides
hit.
behind
Yeah, he's got that
the guard.
little wagon. All right, so for my first activation, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to have that Gobber Tinker run to that position there. Sit on that flag.
Actually,
Yep.
do you have any problem like moving him here?
I'm not sure he can run that far because he has to go through a bit of rough terrain.
Oh, right, you're right. I thought he was Pathfinder. Never mind.
No, I don't. I looked it up. I don't think he is. I have to get rid of the old guy. Oop. Yeah, remove. Let's see. Okay,
No, he's
so
not
now that's
Pathfinder.
taken care of.
Never mind.
It's all good, man. All right, so put this guy here. Sure makes it awkward for you to get at me. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to have the Rager run, and it's going to run to this position. Remove the old one, and just turn that direction a little bit. Check. We'll have the Devastator run. Way too far. All right, Centurion can already get in on me with that. I want him up this far. Don't think I need to have him up this far. Let's go back. All right, so I think he is going to run so that he's just outside this forest here.
Okay, just side, you mean on the other side? Perspective to me, right?
Yeah, just going to block line of sight and get out of there. Let's do... We're going to have the Kazi run. So we're going to have one of them run over here behind this forest like a flanking person should, and we'll have the other one run around the forest down to, sit around the forest down to like here. That seems okay. And I'm just going to turn them to face this direction and turn to face this direction. Okay, and we'll have Karchev activate. All right, so Karchev's going to spend a focus to get +2 movement and Pathfinder. And he is going to just camp and run, because when I was measuring this out at the start of the turn, I was trying to see if I could get one of your jacks in range to spray with my knockdown spray, but I think that I was like just ever so slightly.
The Centurion is also immune to knockdown because of 45.
Nice. Yeah,
And
so even more.
and
The defender might have been close, but I don't think there was a way I was going to be able to get there.
and even then with the crane, I can just get up again. So
Yeah, it's not ideal. It just makes you have to move over. So we're going to head over there. We're just going to run around until we're comfortable, and we're going to sit here and camp some focus in the middle of this forest.
okay,
The
seems
Juggernaut's
reasonable.
going to activate and run. Oops. Here. Seems like it would be significantly difficult for you to get me there, so let's try and bunker down here. And the destroyer has yet to... Oh, I accidentally left the old Karchev on the board. Let's fix that. All right, he's out of here. The destroyer is going to activate. He's going to go... He's going to walk 4. So I think that I should have line of sight from that last position to where the... Yeah, okay. Let's put him back at the 4-inch mark. Oh no, I messed up the measurement.
Or just cancel the movement and move again.
Yeah. Let me actually like create a copy this time. So he moves 4 inches to there. And then that does let me see. Okay, cool.
Yep.
So we're going to move to there. Delete the old one. Come on, I said delete. What's wrong with you? Come on, war table. Bear with me. All right. He's going to shoot at this defender over here.
Okay.
I'm
Shoot
going to
away.
boost the shot.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll 3 dice.
That's going to
10.
hit. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because we're at 4.
Yes.
So that will hit. I'm going to boost the damage roll.
Okay. I'm going to shield guard with the Centurion.
Yep. Figures. So it's going to roll 3 dice. It's PAL 14. You said armor 23. So that's going to be dice off 7. No.
And that's off 9.
6. Yes, 9. Rolled 12. So that's going to be 3 damage to column 6.
3 to 6.
All right. And he is done. Karchev is done. Sorsha needs to go. And Sorsha is going to move to here. Yeah, that looks fine. So she's going to be like just outside the forest in the back, and she's going to be within 8 inches of her Jack to control it next turn, and she's good to go there. So that's going to be my turn.
Okay, just before that, did you upkeep Fog of War?
Yes. Sorry, I didn't spend the focus. Okay. I've ticked it off now.
Cool. So I wanted to ask that before, but
yeah, perfect. Sorry about that.
No problem. Okay, so I'm going to play. The idea for my turn, I'm going to try to shoot down the Tinker. You have the shield guard over there, of course. But if you're going to take damage in duration, I'm not going to be upset. And then I'm going to try to shoot this eliminator.
They do have stealth.
Oh, good point. So I'm not going to shoot the eliminator with Thunderhead. Actually, I could just move like here and try to shoot the Gower Tinker. It says we're 15 away. Yes, and I move 5. I have to move like very precisely directly toward. Because it says we're 15 inches away, right? So I should be able to.
There should be somewhere that you can put him that's the correct location, I believe. I don't think you just had it a second ago.
No, it's actually more than 15. 15 point at least 1.
Oh, and change. Wow.
Yeah. But they changed
I totally planned it this way. No, I didn't.
Yeah, because I can't actually well, 5 and be within 10. I mean, it shows 10.1 or 5.1 if I move.
I'm fine with you being in range, buddy. That's fine. I'm not going to beat you up over millimeters and pixels on a computer screen.
Okay, wait, thank you very much.
Sure.
And so let's start by getting back on the focus back. Going to keep 45 using one focus from the square. Basically, actually from Darius, but then Darius can take one from the square, so it's the same. So I'm going to power up, power up, power up. So I'm going to need to allocate. What's the armor on the overthinker?
I think it's armor 12.
Okay, so I don't need to boost to damage, just.
Yep, armor 12, 5 boxes.
Yes. So yes, I'm dice off +2, so I need to roll a 3 to kill.
Not hard.
And I can actually put one focus with strange ways. So on Thunderhead. So yes, let's just put 3 on the Centurion from Darius. Darius is going to go down to 3. And then the Rager is also defense 10, right?
Which one? Rager?
The Rager, yes.
Rager is defense 11. It's one of the Berserker chassis. Gasp.
Okay.
So it should be under cover behind this wall,
Yes.
and I'm hoping it's okay.
The Juggernaut, however, is defense 10, right?
Correct.
So I could charge like so. No, I don't have the movement. The thing is, if I hit with the first attack with the Centurion, I have sustained attack, so it doesn't matter what defense you are.
Yeah, so you just got to sink that first one.
Yes, let me check if I think I have a way to give me boosted attack damage rolls. Okay, with full throttle. Okay, I charge for free, and I get. And then this is range 10, but the only way. So Karchev is not a warjack, so it can't disrupt you.
Correct. Unless you have like Iris or something, because he's still a warcaster. So.
Okay, so can I disrupt you?
Models like Iris1 could, but he can't suffer the disruption condition like a warjack can.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I can't straight up disrupt you.
Yeah.
Which was my question.
Yes, that's correct. Sorry, I didn't mean to mislead you.
No. Okay, because if I could move over here, I can try to Arcantric Bolt the Juggernaut and disrupt you, and that's going to be really, really good for me. But
yeah, it's no bueno.
But if I do that, I'm not casting full throttle, so it's one of the other. But I think I need that. I could just feed this turn to get both. I think it's a waste of a feat. No, actually, because I'm not going to. Yes, I think this is fit turn. Okay, so let's start by activating Darius. So I'm going to waste the repair of my feat, but hopefully I'm going to knock down the Rager, disrupt the Juggernaut, so the Rager, so the Centurion is going to be safe. I mean, sure, you can come up with Karchev and put him here, but if you don't kill the Centurion with Karchev, I mean, Karchev is going to have a bad time.
Yeah.
And then let's try to put some pressure on you. So let's start with Darius. He's going to crane the Centurion. Let me see if I have landings. I need landing spot for Darius over here. Okay, I can get here. So this guy has to come over here. Okay, I'm going to crane there.
Mm-hmm.
Darius is going to move over there. I'm going to boost and I'm going to actually I'm going to fit first, so I get I'm going to cast Archangel Bolt on the Juggernaut, so I need a 4 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to hit.
Yep.
And then I'm going to boost damage. So
Armor 20.
Yes, I'm dice of 8. That's going to be 6 damage to the 1, and you're disrupted. And then I'm going to feed. So I get 1d3 plus 2 focus. So that's going to be 4 focus total.
There's your full throttle.
Yes, so d3 plus 1 means you always, sorry, d3 plus 2. So it means I always getting at least 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to camp 1. And that's going to be the end of the activation. So this guy is also disrupted.
Yep.
I'm going to add the full throttle over here. Full throttle. And that means now I can charge the Rager with my Centurion, like so, for free. And I get my first attack boosted because of full throttle. So that's a total of 13, right?
Yeah, because 11 base attacking across the wall will be 13.
Yeah. That's going to hit.
Yep, it's a good roll. He's armor 20 because he carries a shield.
Okay, I am armor PS 18, so dice of 2. So that's 8 damage to the 4. Actually, my charge attack, no, it wasn't a critical, so I don't get sustain attack, so I have to buy. I need 5 to hit again.
Oh, he has sustained, right? You don't have to roll to hit?
No, that's a critical sustain, not base sustain.
Oh, crit, okay.
That's going to hit. And again, dice of 2. It's going to be 5 damage to 6.
It's 5.
And it wasn't a critical again. Going to buy. Well, my shield initial is not going to be a thing, of course. And sorry, that's going to hit, and that's going to be 6 to the 5, and the last attack is going to hit, and it's going to be 4 to 3. So you're not dead.
No,
But
I'm really banged up though.
Yes, you don't have a cortex, so yes, I'm not too worried about the Centurion.
Just left arm and movement.
So then I'm going to activate the defender. He's going to aim and boost a shot into the lower tinker.
Okay. So defense 18 thanks to the wagon.
Yeah, I'm at 9, so I need a 9 to hit. That's going to miss.
Okay.
Then I'm going to activate this half shack. He's going to move 6 and turn himself into a mine.
I love those little guys.
Yes.
So when he becomes a mine, does he stop being a solo?
Yes, I removed the model from play. Well, actually, I don't remove him from play. I replace him with a mine marker.
Okay, gotcha.
But sorry, that's not that. It's actually an AOE 4. So the idea is that you have less places to come and contest, basically.
Okay. So if I end my movement in
No.
that AoE,
It's like this. At the beginning,
Oh,
in the
your
meeting
maintenance phase, you can
phase,
blow it up?
yes.
Okay.
And they support 14 blast automatically.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, don't stand there. Got it.
Yeah. Then this guy is going to run over to the flag.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy is going to run over here, basically limiting your movement options for the
Devastator?
devastator. Yeah. Then Arlan is going to come over here and it's going to empower Thunderhead.
Okay.
What's the range on Darius gun? I forgot to shoot Darius gun at the Tinker. Do you mind if I do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. That's going to miss, I think. Yes, 8-5-13 is going to miss.
Okay.
And then, like you said, I'm going to. I don't have line of sight there, so actually no, I'm outside of range because I can't move directly because my Centurion is actually blocking the Guard Tinker. So I'm just going to stay over here and do absolutely nothing regarding your flag. And I can't do anything with my... Actually, no, I'm going to move over here. I'm going to shoot the objective. So that's not...
Oh, shooting at Karchev?
No, the objective.
Oh, objective, okay.
It's turn to one second player, so I can start shooting it. So
yeah.
That's going to be the first shot. It's not double ones to hit, that's going to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's dice of 4 because it's both 14 and you are armor 18.
Mm-hmm.
So dice of 4, that's going to be no damage. I'm going to
Lucky.
reload. This has reload, right? Reload 2, yes. So I'm going to reload the first. That's going to hit 4 damage, and the last shot that's going to be 6 more damage.
Is dice a 4? Did you roll? Oh, I see.
The
The interface is taking time to catch up, so I saw the previous roll for too
Okay.
long. So 4 points.
So, and I'm going
Oh,
to end
sorry,
the turn.
6 points. Let me fix that. Minus 2 more.
Okay. So
That's right,
now
yeah.
I'm going to score 1 in my flag
Mm-hmm.
and 1 in the rectangle zone because you're
Yep.
no, it's the objective. Sorry.
My objective contests
Yes.
it, right?
Yes. So just 1 on my flag, and you're going to score
Got
1
it.
in your flag because I'm not contesting it either. I was hoping to score 3 if I restore the objective.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been good.
And if I kill the overthinker, it would have be 3-0, which it was going to be like really hard for you to come back.
Oh yeah.
But now it's just 1-1. Whenever
Yeah, I kind of lucked out on that first damage roll, I think. Okay, so for my turn, I need to find a way to get into this game and make sure I'm contesting all the scenario elements. I think I can do that pretty easily with the Devastator, and I think I might be able to get the Eliminators around to angle at this half-jack over here. At the very least, I think I should be able to contest that flag. If not, dislodge your solo completely. And so just to clarify that mine is no longer a miniature, right? So
No,
like that's been removed from the game?
yeah, actually, it's not
Okay.
removed from the game. It's just
Because I mean, you can get it back, right?
yeah. At the beginning of my turn, there is can just pop another one.
Nice. And can you remind me what the rest of your feat clause is? So it gives you focus. It repairs all your stuff that he's next to or the half jacks are next to. Is it doing anything on
Yes.
my turn?
No, that's not absolutely nothing in your turn.
Great. Okay. I can work with that. Thanks. All right. So I'll get started with my turn. Boop.
Yep.
And so I'm going to go back up to 6 focus. Oops, that's too much. Sorsha has 4. We'll do some power ups. Cortex is broken on the Rager, so no power up. And the Juggernaut is disrupted, so he can't power up either. So the Destroyer gets 1 here. Oh, man. That half jack on the flag is just out of range of my Destroyer, getting to aim and shoot at him. Oh, well. Okay, Sarah. Let's check to see a few things. So I can't shoot him yet. I'd have to move. Where can you get to? This guy's 8 inches away.
So it's once again it shows 8, but then you move and you're.
Yeah, I mean it's not a perfect system, right?
No,
As precise as it can get. I still like it because in real life models get nudged and everything. There's never really this much precision, right?
but since you allowed me to shoot the goer, I think it's only fair that allow you to do the move and attack
Oh yeah.
with the devastator.
I'm not even sure I'm going to go for that guy because my plan is to try and trample through that forest because I have Pathfinder from the theme.
Yep.
And that allows me to just stand there in the middle of the zone at arm 23, and I'm just really hard to dislodge at that point. So I can contest a lot of the scenario element for a long time.
And it can't even throw you.
You can throw him, actually. He just doesn't get knocked down, so he just kind of stands up and walks back in.
Yes, but I can throw you out of the
zone. So can you clarify the Centurion? Does it innately have Polarity Shield?
No, you can charge him now. Actually,
Okay, great.
have removed it last turn.
Okay.
But yes, neither the Erasure nor the Juggernaut can charge him.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to be an ideal maneuver this turn. We can get some Boundless Charge going with Sorsha. We can probably do something like that with Karchev as well. I'm wondering if Karchev's kind of just hanging out on the other side of this wall. Maybe I'm not as killable. But man, armor 23 on that Centurion is really rough.
Yeah. Especially when, the Erasure and the Juggernaut are not going to do much to it.
Yeah, I really wish I had, I really wish I had some Dispel here. But it's hard to come by in Khador.
Yeah.
Alright, so to spend some time thinking, and then we got a motor.
Sorry, this is the beginning of turn number 3, so I'm going to mark that.
Oh, there you go. Thank you.
The turn counter. No.
Forgot to do that. Okay, so we could probably get some repair going there too. Let's see, what's it look like if we get this charge off here?
He's wrapped up, so he doesn't even have focus.
I would Boundless Charge. I would plan to cast Boundless Charge with Sorcerer in the back and at least get a boosted damage roll from that. And it's probably not really necessary because he can even just kind of walk 4 inches, and that would be okay. And if Karchev feats, then we can get some boosted damage rolls from him.
Okay.
The real pain in the ass thing is that with him being disrupted, it takes away my ability to just kind of walk up and throw him away into the forest.
Yep. or do anything cool actually, because you're not going to have focus.
Yeah. Wah, wah, wah. So the question is, all right. So I think before we do anything there, I've got to figure out.
So your plan is trying to kill the Centurion at all costs, and go from there, right?
Oof, I don't know about that. I think he's gonna live. I don't think I can take him down. We'll see. Armor 23. I got power strength 19 boosted to put into him. Then I can do a so that's dice off 4. It's like 3 on average. But it's probably closer to 6 on average if I have that boosted roll. You've got boxes remaining 27. So I need 5 good shots on average to kill him.
Yep.
1 from the ice axe on the juggernaut, and that means 4 would be left to Karchev. I don't like that number. It's a lot of focus to spend on that.
Yeah. And yes, and then then is going to say, "Hello, Mr. Karchev. Goodbye, Mr. Karchev."
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe we can pull some cheeky shenanigans, and if I can kill one of these half-jacks or something, I can roadblock with my my devastator.
It's
That
like
means I would
run
want to upkeep
over here
war.
with the devastator.
Yeah, or just get him like literally attached to the thunderhead and don't leave.
That too.
How do I orchestrate this?
Also, I don't want to pressure you, but you are down to
So,
60 minutes on the clock.
oh yeah, if you ever play against me in real life, you'll know I always play my clock to like the last second. So
Yeah.
this is just par for the course.
Uh,
But thank you.
uh, I don't care too much about the clock here because we're here to teach new players. But if I don't play with clock, we would be here for like 3 hours.
Oh yeah,
That's
no, I'm not up for that. I gotta go to bed sometime.
yeah.
All right, so at the least I can head over here. Now, do your half jacks have attacks?
They do not.
Okay, so, okay, all right. I feel fine about that. I can worry about
Yes.
that later. We can do that later. So, how are we
So
doing
yeah,
this?
you can try to free strike. I mean, you don't have to worry about free strikes. I mean,
Yeah, right. I'm just gonna kind of tie you up around that flag and see what happens. So, I'm just playing this one out here. Oops. So you can go 7 inches to there. Would you agree that that would trample over that that half jack there?
absolutely.
Okay. So I'm gonna have Sorsha allocate 1 so we can boost that. So 1 to trample, 1 to boost. Cool. And we can.
And trampling doesn't open up
Maybe.
your arms, right?
I'm sorry. Oh yeah, no,
Trampling.
correct. So trample, power attacks, slam attacks, they're all fine. No armored shell lost for that. So we can trundle over here. Can't see. Oh, but I would be able to see Darius there.
Yep.
Kind of like that because your shield guard's out of the way, right?
Very much so.
All right. Well, let's see what we can get because we might be able to get some cheeky road to war shenanigans going on. So we can't allocate there or there. Just means I'm going to have to take a risk with Karchev and see what happens, and maybe we get lucky. So we allocated 1. Sorsha will upkeep Fog of War, so she's down to 2 focus. Karchev's at 6. I don't need to spend that. I just go to... Do I upkeep Road to War? I have to upkeep Road to War, because that's part of the plan of not dying. So spend 1 to upkeep Road to War. He's at 5 focus. It's not going to allocate to either of those jacks. I feel like taking shots on goal with Darius is not the ideal plan. With that destroyer. So I'm just going to leave him with 1 focus. And we should hit the ground running. So I think we're going to start the turn by having Karchev. Well, the forest is going to be a problem, so I'm going to have to spend 1 to get him. Oh, I can boundless charge him with Sorsha. Never mind. Yay, problem solved. All right, so to start the turn off, Sorsha is going to cast boundless charge onto Karchev for 2.
Yep.
And then she's going to move. Go to here. Does your Thunderhead Electro Leap?
No, but I have the pulse.
Okay.
So I can hit everyone in 6 inches of me? No.
Okay.
That would be too
She's
much.
just going to go to there. Karchev's going to activate. He's going to feat.
Yes. Okay.
He is going to charge your Centurion.
Yep. Okay, yes, that's 10 damage to the 4, right?
I didn't roll a column, so let me do that.
Okay, yes, let's roll the column.
6.
To 6. Okay. So you have broken the left arm.
That's the shield?
Which is the shield, yes.
Yes, that's exactly what we needed. Okay, so we're now at dice off 2, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to unpause.
Yep.
All right, so Karchev started with 5. He did not allocate anything. So I have him at 4 focus now because I was just paying for the bought attack. So I'm going to buy an attack with the axe. I'm at 4 focus. So I'm going to roll 2 dice for that. Rolled a 6. That's what we needed. So we're going to get 3d6 damage. That's power strength 19. So I think we're at dice off 2 now.
Yep.
That's going to be 9 damage. Oh my goodness. How's this guy look? Oh, I need a column. To column 3.
Okay, now movement is out, so on defense 5.
Perfect.
Actually 7.
All right. Well, I think I need to take 1 more shot before I can trust this this other jack to finish it. So I'm going to buy an attack, roll the hit, and I need not 1s. So that'll hit. And I'm going to do 3d6 damage, dice off 2. Oh, 12 damage. I think that might finish him.
Yep.
Holy cow. Okay. Well, Juggernaut, guess we don't need you to do anything after all. But I will use that to Road to War trigger. Oh, sorry. I must... No, I did upkeep it. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
So Road to War is going to get us something else in Karchev's control range, so it has to be one of these jacks. Can't be the Eliminators. Oh, no, just... What am I thinking? Can't Road to War this guy because that's in her battle group.
Yep.
So I'm going to Road to War the Destroyer.
Okay. So, kids, the best strategy for Karchev is roll high on the fit zone and you win every game.
Damn right. All right, so he's going to head to there. I just kind of want to be outside the forest, just in case. Because the forest was going to mess with my line of sight, so I just decided to avoid it entirely.
Yep.
And we're going to have this. We're going to have this Juggernaut move up an angle around here.
If you're doing nothing else with it, you can always try to block the line of sight from the defender to the
Yeah,
Jinka.
that's kind of the idea. Unfortunately, without focus, I can't even run him. So that's where we get to. I should have Road to War on that guy, but oh well. Maybe we'll get a chance to later on. So before further ado, I'm going to have the Devastator is going to trample to that place we mentioned over here.
Yep.
I'm going to close this and delete the old one. Okay, so power attack trample, that costs 2 focus. I'm going to boost that attack roll on this half jack here.
Yep.
All right, so that's Mat 6, so I got 3d6. 17 he'll hit.
Yep.
Yeah, roll well, man. And then he's going to get a POW 12 damage roll on that jack, so that's
going to
16 to him. Cool. That'll trigger Road to War, which I will use to further advance this Juggernaut.
Yes. Road to Wars is melee attacks, but trample attacks are melee attacks, so it's all good.
Oh, I think it's any attack, actually. You can trigger it with, like, snipers and stuff.
No, it says range or melee attack.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Not magic.
Not magic, basically, yes. And things are not attacks like electrolytes.
Yeah. Okay. So then we are going to do the Rager is going to just move less than 4. We're going to get base to base with this jack here, or with the repair bot.
Yep.
Yep. And he is going to repair. That's what's his ability is D6. I'm going to roll 1d6. Repair 6 damage. Very good, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. All the systems are working. And we're going to plug that gap. Get your robots out of here.
Yeah,
That's weird. This plan kind of went to pot halfway through, so I think the best case is to just plug this gap with a warjack and engage your guy. So to that end, I'm going to have this destroyer run out to here.
That's a good plan.
So we're going to run the Chaosies and run this one.
Actually, yes. Take mine of the command of the unit.
Yep.
Because
I think there's 7, right?
Yes. You are within.
So should be good there.
Yeah, absolutely perfect.
Okay. If I finish their movement there, we're contesting the zone pretty well. Got a couple jacks in the way. We're just going to hang out and chill. And I think that will be the end of my turn.
Okay.
Oop, pause.
So back to my turn. So I think my best play here is go for. Actually, you're going to score 1. I'm not going to score anything. My best.
I'm taking the disruption off the jack.
Yes. My best play here is going to try to go for clock, really. Because I don't think I can probably kill the destroyer this turn. Right?
Man, I can play like 5 turns in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I get really, really good at like very low clock drills because I so badly managed my clock in the previous turns.
I'm going to try to put some damage on the Juggernaut. And try to use the mechanics to contest the flag. And yes, just put as many attacks as I can in the list among them. So let's begin the turn. Full throttle and the feet goes away. I'm going to go back to 6 focus. And I'm not going to use the one from the square because I technically can't. I'm going to power up here and here. And I'm going to locate 1 to Thunderhead and 2 to the defender. So I'm going to left 3. And let's start my activations. So let's run the govers. this guy is going to run over there and contest the flag.
No.
Yep, I should have done this last turn, but I've completely forgot about the mechanics. I'm not going to lie. So I could have done this last turn. Alan is going to move over here. And he's going to empower Thunderhead. Actually, I'm going to put the half shack.
Yep.
Within one. So within one is basically base to base.
It doesn't have to be completely within.
No, but that's going to be good enough because let's start with the activations. This guy is going to come over here and turn himself. No, actually, I can't do that because I can only move and it's a special action, getting myself into a mine, right?
Yes, yeah. You have to start action, you have to spend your action, so can't run.
Yeah. So I think then I'm just going to run over here via a nuisance. So, and then let's start. Actually, the Juggernaut is already damaged. So let's start with that should be 3. Darius is going to shoot the Juggernaut. And that's going to hit.
Yes.
And that's new armor 20, right?
Correct.
So, and I'm power 14, so that's of 6. Going to be 1 damage to the 5.
Got it.
And he's going to crane. No, that's the same. And then I'm going to shock hammer Thunderhead into the destroyer. So that's going to hit. And your armor 20 again, right?
Correct.
Okay, that's going to hit. And there's of 2 damage, so 5 damage to the 6. Going to shock hammer again. That's going to hit and be 7 damage to the 5.
Oh my goodness.
And last shock
Choose the right columns.
Yes.
There goes his axe.
I'm going to hit, and that's going to be again 8 damage to the 1. That's going to be his activation. No, actually, I'm going to crane this guy over here. Since he's a place, I can do this. Then Thunderhead is going to activate. He's going to do the pulse. No, not going to do the pulse because it's a special attack, and I want to use all my attacks. So I'm going to crane. So that's going to hit. And that's again dice of 2, so that's okay, 1 damage to 6. Second initial into the destroyer. That's going to hit, dice of 2. Okay, that's 9 damage
Nice.
to the 4. Yeah, to compensate the other one.
What goes around comes around.
Yes.
Cortex is broken.
To miss. Okay, Cortex broken. Okay, I'm going to buy an attack into the Juggernaut then. That's going to hit, and that's going to be a critical, so you're going to be disrupted.
Damn.
And that's going to be dice of 2. That's 2 damage. and the last attack is going to hit, and that's going to be 6 damage.
Onto the Juggernaut, right?
Yes. To the 4.
To the 4. Got it.
And now I think you're going to win assassination because the Devastator is going to go into Darius, right?
Let's hope.
Less, because you can't go over there. So yeah, let's try to destroy the Juggernaut now with Defender. First attack is going to hit. Sorry, and you're disrupted. I am over 16, I think.
Just a 4?
17, so that's of 3. Going to be 5 to 6. Going to buy, it's going to hit. That's going to be another 5 to 6. Going to buy, it's going to hit. And it's going to be another 2 to the 4. And the last attack is going to hit and another 2 to the 3. Okay, here. And then the square.
Got no left arm.
Yes, it's going to run here and prevent that assassination. Hopefully.
I will warn you that the Clamjack has bulldoze.
Okay. And the bulldoze isn't then directly away, right?
Correct. That's correct.
From the point you touch me. So if I touch you here. And it's 2 inches, right?
Correct.
So yes, if I put him here, as soon as you move, you push me towards Darius, right?
Yep.
And that's it, because you can't bulldoze in me again.
Yes, only once per turn.
Okay, so yes, I'm going to run here and boop you. I'm actually going to be outside of the range. Then you boop me over here, and you can still pass. Okay, yes, that's good. Okay, that's going to be my turn. Pause. And there's going to be no scoring this turn. And we move into turn 4.
How do I do sprays?
You want to spray with Karchev?
Karchev has a spray.
Okay, you just click the model and then add the widget, spray template.
Okay.
And then you move it around as you want.
Nice. Oh, I have to turn it and stuff? Dang.
Yep.
How do I do that?
And
how do I rotate the widget? Oh, I see the box in there now. I got it.
Yes, a box on.
All right. I don't know if we can thread that needle.
That's a good first move, yes. Knocking down everything.
Yeah, right. So, okay, well, I guess clock to me then, huh?
Yes, I was waiting for you to get used to do.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. I'm good. So Karchev's going to go up to 6. I'm not going to bother upkeeping Road to War. I'm going to have Sorsha allocate 3 focus to or 2 focus from her to this guy. Perfect.
And you're going
so
to
it's at 3.
Fog of War?
He's broken. He's broken. No, I'm not going to bother.
Okay.
Drop that. And this guy gets a focus power up now that he's repaired. Juggernaut gets focus power up.
No. Juggernaut is disrupted.
Oh, he's disrupted. Excuse me. Nice.
No
okay, cool. And I think we're going to activate with I'm going to have Karchev allocate one more to the Rager over there. So he starts at 9. Karchev is going to activate. He's going to aim and he's going to shoot at the Thunderhead there.
Yep.
So that is a. Yep, so I'll boost on the Thunderhead. Roll 3d6. That should
going
hit.
to hit. Yes.
I'll boost on Darius. 7 and I believe it's 7 aiming goes to 14. Should hit him.
Yep. So they're both
All right.
knocked down.
Cool. So PAL 12s. We're going to boost damage on both. So nothing to the Thunderhead because I think he's a 20.
It's an 18 actually.
Oh, so still matches. And ooh, good roll on him. So PAL 12. So it's 22 on Darius.
So my armor is 18. So 4 damage.
Okay. So I knocked out that focus there. Karchev's going to be done. The Rager is now going to move up. It's 4 inches, staying outside of the engagement range. It's going to shoot Darius now that I can see past the Thunderhead.
Yep.
Boost to hit, boost damage. So roll 3 dice. That'll hit.
Yep.
3d6 damage. That's PAL 14, I believe.
So that's a 4.
I'm checking it. PAL is 15 on the shield gun. So
and that's a 3. That was a
so
12,
that's gonna be
so that's 9 damage.
nice. Okay, and then we're going to have this Devastator is going to trample.
Yes.
How much HP left on him? 9 remaining.
9. Yes, I think you should.
So I just want to see if I can try and charge real quick.
You shouldn't be able to.
So I'm thinking that I would. Yeah. Okay. So I see what you're saying now.
Yes, and you.
As soon as so we'll make it a trample.
Yes. I mean, I'm going to pause here because I think I didn't have any way to put the squares such that. I mean, if I left him too close, you can just put those and still be within 1. And if I leave him like in the middle, you can just trample like you're doing now. So if I leave him here, so you can trample, you just come from this angle and just bump me like this way. And it's the same, so I don't think I have any good way with one model to.
Yeah.
I would have needed like a mechanic here, so you couldn't trample because you didn't have a land spot.
Yeah, so I think he goes 7 inches, right? Like, I think if you put the mechanic there, I'm just going to try and trample him to like here, yes, and then I can still buy. So it's definitely very difficult to try and get out of that, right?
Yes. With one model, maybe with like 3 models, I can just.
Yeah, you can like bubble wrap him, deny landing spots, that sort of thing. But when you get a clamjack in your face, like they're really hard to kind of unstick. And they can just get weird places.
Thunder there, and that's it.
Sure. Yeah.
I needed to neutralize the juggernaut too. So
yes,
go ahead with the plan. So we said you're going to trample.
Yep. So we're just going to get there within range here.
Yes. So don't even bother rolling against the square because it's irrelevant. So just go straight with it.
Sure. So it's 1 to trample. So spend that buy an attack down to 1 focus. So
yes. Auto hit melee.
Auto hit. It's going to be PAL 16. So we'll roll 2 dice. 7 damage.
Okay.
By its last attack.
So,
and
you need a 6 to kill. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. So, and I'm going to
oh my God.
let your clock go just exactly to 1 minute. And there. So yes, that's going to be the end of the game. I mean, with your dice, I don't think my fate would have been useful because
I got nothing to complain about.
yes, you already destroyed the defender. Maybe I should have. I mean, you could just walk right into the Centurion with Karchev in the turn.
You just blew him up.
Yes, but
it's crazy.
You needn't need to charge.
Yeah, I like saying charge. I guess I could have walked there, but that would have required me to spend focus to get Pathfinder, That was the issue mostly. I couldn't get out of my jaws of the wolf forest without a boundless charge or spending focus. And I
Yes.
wanted to make sure I could camp as much focus as possible and still get where I needed to get.
But I mean, polarity field wouldn't have changed anything in that regard.
Yeah, it would have given me less resources to deal damage with, but with his feet boosting all the damage rolls, as long as I was landing sixes to hit, then I was going to be better off for it. And I felt like I was going to be advantaged if I just kept buying attacks repeatedly rather than boosting attack rolls, because I'm only looking for sixes. It's a little below 50% or a little above a 50% chance to hit that. And I figured since everything's damage boosted anyway, it doesn't matter whether I hit the charge attack or
Yes,
my
or
bot attacks. It's all the same damage.
yes. And with the way you position, I didn't have an assassination because I needed melee, and you were like within between the destroyers.
Yeah, that's what he calls the Iron Curtain.
Yeah. So still, I mean, I think I needed extra damage to kill your stuff. I didn't. I mean, you can see the destroyer and the juggernaut, they are almost dead. They're just almost dead. So I didn't kill anything by the end, right? All your models are on the table.
Guess not. I mean, when you factor in the repair and the fact that I was able to like make you split damage rolls between several different models, you would have killed one Warjack twice over by now. But I was
Yes.
peeling back my forces to make sure that I had a fresh Warjack to take the next beating and just kind of keep limping along. All I need is like one arm, and I was good to go.
Yes, and also another thing, if we go down to it, you only get two models from me, right? The Centurion and Darius.
I killed a half jack somewhere in there.
Yes,
I don't think they count for points.
they actually don't. And I killed one of myself to turn into a mine, but yes.
Yeah, that's a good game of War Machine, though. We're doing a great job protecting our pieces properly, and it just comes down to some dice rolls on whether or not I can
It also
get your
shows
guy.
the power of Karchev and Shack walls in Brawl in particular, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think that pretty much shows why they don't want you playing Karchev 2 in this format
No,
because
he's
can you imagine all those jacks with an extra 2 points of armor? Forget it.
yeah, and an extra focus and extra everything.
Yeah, it's the extra output. That's just absurd. That's
I mean,
so.
Hey, we have
Karchev 1's still my boy.
a local Pueden tournament which was just 4 players, and we did like a round robin, and one of the guys was taking Karchev, and I knew he was going to take Karchev before the tournament, so I specifically made a Ragnar list to counter that, right?
Nice.
Because Ragnar has Pulverizer and I have Rage on the Mauler. So okay, I have a +5 strength swing, so I can go with the Mauler. Has 7 attacks. I can definitely kill.
Oh my god! Yeah, definitely. That thing will, that it's gonna go all Pacific Rim on my ass.
But he ended up playing Blood 2 instead of Karchev.
Oh no!
But nice. It was one of the best games. I mean, by the end of the game, I have killed everything except Vlad himself.
I've had so many games where Vlad 2 is the last guy running around the field like an idiot.
So
His whole army's dead. He's just camping focus.
Yes, and I won in a scenario because I went second. I was by the end of turn 5. I was able to score 6 points, and he only scored 5 up to that point. So nice. It was a very epic game.
Yeah, yeah. When you're left with only your Warcaster, you can't contest, and you're gonna lose eventually.
Yeah. So anyway, Dan, thank you very much for coming to this new season of Brawlmachinin. I hope you had fun. And like always, if you want to listen to more Dan, just check the box below and go listen to some train through.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for having me on. This was a blast. I really enjoyed this game. I enjoyed playing against Signar. It's been a while for me playing against Signar, so I'm really happy to get some fight back into the boys in blue here. Now, hey, we're always welcoming new people to like our content, and really the goal for Tried and True is to make sure that everyone is able to get more games and play better. So, and just play, have fun. Thanks a lot for having me on. I really
Yeah,
appreciate
thank
the
you very
time.
much for
So,
coming.
cheers.
And just for the viewers, next week, if everything goes well, we're going to be playing against Damon from the Minority Report. So see you everyone next week.
Awesome. Oh, and hey, one more thing.
Yeah.
Check out the Tried and True YouTube channel. We're about to do a giveaway. So if you're one of our subscribers when we hit 500, you might be able to win some money to get some widgets from Frozen Forge. So head on over to Tried and True's YouTube channel.
I'm already on the. I'm already a subscriber, and I'm going to say right now that if I win, you can roll again for someone that actually needs the tokens.
Awesome. That's really generous. Thanks, man.
Yeah. And also because I don't want to pay like $50 in taxes if you send them to me.
That's right. Yeah, VAT taxes are crazy, huh?
Yeah. So yeah. But let's say that actually I'm going to be a good person and leave it for another guy who's going to use them better than me.
Yeah, that's right.
So, see everyone.
All right, man.
Bye bye.
So what do you think about post game?